Yes, good afternoon and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. My name is Ken Ochonogo. It wasn't too much, how do I say it, not much of a good Saturday, because we all looked up there and thought it was supposed to be a redemption time for the Super Eagles. But as it turned out, it leaves us bottom of the log in the 14 group en route Morocco 2015. The Moroccans are saying, as they've asked CAF to say, please, we want you to postpone this tournament, we want you to push it forward because of the fear of Ebola. But CAF is saying, no, on that date, the kickoff date, we stand as at now. Probably there will still be discussions and there will be a compromise, even if they want to start on that day or they want to push it forward. But then that date is not what is crucial to us, because will Nigeria be part of the tournament? Permutations and combinations, they are saying. Others are saying, give us Keshi's head on a platter. Keshi must go, Keshi must stay, give us a new coach. The FA, the house actually, as we have it, the house of football today in Nigeria is not much the way we want it to be. But we do expect that, yes, we are Nigerians, we've been into these particular situations on several occasions, and we did find ourselves out. But they're not just getting into a jam. That probably what should be doing is how not to get into situation, find ourselves like this. You have a coach that has just that doesn't have a contract. You have a coach that is coaching per match. You have a house, you doesn't know who is report to, whether it's going to this FA chairman or the FNFF chairman, whether it's reporting to the minister. We have the players who don't know what, So a lot of things are there that it is not just one place you want to pin. The problems we're having on. We should look at it, holistically and see how we can get out of that. But 2 weeks ago, I brought them in the house here. Those who have played the game, and they are saying their house also is not in order. The players' representatives, they are saying, who do we go to? Our players are dying. Our players are sick. Some of them are already widowed. The ladies are played. So we are moving in that guile to see how the two groups that they have now representing them can collapse and come into one, and we can have a viable players representative union in Nigeria. So they will be in the house. They will look at what they want to do. Those who reacted to it, and we shall see, probably through our efforts, we might reach El Dorado in that particular direction. Right there in Japan, Hamilton is on pole. And Hamilton's on pole at the Grand Prix. The Russian Grand Prix. He won the Japanese Grand Prix last week. At the maiden Russian Grand Prix in Sochi, Hamilton is on pole ahead of course, who else but Nico Rosberg. But then you come in, the ageless one, the one they call the greatest one of all time, the best man to have ever picked the racket. Yes, he's there facing Gil Simon at the China Open final. Against all odds, he sent Djokovic, the world #1, out. But then it is football. Football. We start with football, Nigerian football. And who is here? Eyitayo Balogun. I call him Junior.
Thank you so much, Ken. I mean, yes, you started by talking about the Super Eagles and falling to the Sudanese side yesterday. We are going to strategically analyze that game. Ken is going to talk about what the things happened outside the game, if it has to do with the NFF or administrative issues that probably affected the board. But we're going to strategically look at what happened on the field of play,
the technical aspect of the game,
and also analyze a couple of other games in the qualifiers en route Morocco 2015.
Okay, without much ado, I will be stepping aside a little bit, and then because when we do come back, you won't see me. You see Eyitayo and his crew talking football. The Germans got mold 2-0. The Spaniards didn't have it better. The African champions, probably the Asian and South American champions, maybe this is better because Brazil also did beat Argentina. But hold on, it is Channel Sport on Sunday. We still have more than 1 hour to go. Don't change that remote. Hold your remote. Don't change this station. Stay with us.
International player that might help the team that is in trouble. And now this is Okobi in the box. A lovely play. Cut back inside, and it's a third. And it's Paranosi. Doesn't she deserve that? She has been very, very busy in front of goal. And she finally got the third. Great work once again from Okobi, like she did with the first goal. Take the ball by the horn, beats 2-3 defenders and cut the ball inside. And Paranosi was on standby to finish it off. Nigeria 3, Ivory Coast 1. Confirmation of the scoreline there. Nigeria 3, and there's a chance here for Ivory Coast. Yeah, they're backing it. They're backing it, and it's Christian Yebel. She scored a second for Ivory Coast. I was talking about a miracle. And maybe there is miracles to happen here at the same Nioma Stadium. And again, really poor defending from Nigeria. And she take advantage. Cool finishing in the end from Yebel Christian. So Ivory Coast back in the game, and it's game on again. Now, look at the pace there from Sherla. Cuts back inside, it's a big chance, and it's 4! And it's Paranosi once again. Lovely play by Nigeria. And it's that girl, Sherla. Look at the pace, look at the focus. She knew that Paranosi, it's there. And Paranosi getting her brace for Nigeria. And it's game done and dusted for the Super Falcons here. Goalkeeper very disappointed, Diamale.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Channel Sports Sunday, the segment that we get to talk to you on football matters, bringing it to you as it is. My name is Tayo Balogun Jr. And I have two decent gentlemen joining me in this segment as always. Badakuti Johnson sits to my immediate left, and to his immediate left is Larry Pinnan. I'd like to welcome you guys this afternoon.
Oh, well, feels less than fantastic.
I know.
I like to say it feels fantastic every Sunday. I'd be lying if I said that. Because, for obvious reasons, this is not the best time to be a fan of Nigerian football.
I know.
The fans are driven in town, and you can understand why. Having been pitted in a group alongside opposition like Sudan and Congo, even if we're not, blowing them out of the waters, we didn't expect it would ever be this bad. But that's the reality of Nigerian football that we've got to deal with going forward. Nigeria with 1 point from 3 games. South Africa sitting pretty at the top now. Congo also about 5 points ahead of us. Sudan on 3 points. And
I know.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good, but we have 3 more games to go. If you pick maximum 9 points from the 3 games, we'll probably be in good stead to qualify, if not a second, probably as the best loser. But we're going to come back to talk and analyze these games. Also, the Falconets, this is the game, and this is the goal. So many talking points you guys are particularly good. That goal was scored in the first half. I'm going to get to analyze that. But also, the Falcons played yesterday, the AYWC, the African Women Championship, I beg your pardon. Yeah, AWC started yesterday, and the Falcons had their first game yesterday against Cote d'Ivoire. It ended 4-2. Surprised, pleased? Which one would you be?
A little pleased. The performance was not too bad considering the fact that it was the first game, and you'd expect that as the tournament goes on, they will definitely improve. Delighted for Paranosi. Scored a brace. Aizat Oshola brought her form from what's it called now, from the from the youth category, and she brought it to she provided the last goal there. So you'd expect that as games go on, they would definitely get better. And what is at stake for them is that by the time they get to the semi-final, final, they definitely qualify for the world stage, and they can only improve.
Okay, all right. At least they give us a reason. They gave us a particular reason to smile. I mean, defeating Cote d'Ivoire, where a lot of people thought it was going to be a difficult game. That's put them in good stead to actually qualify for the final of the Namibia tournament. We're going to get to talk to you some about that later on in the game. We're going to start with the MPFL actually right about now. It's week 32 in the MPFL. 6 more games to go till the end of the season. Everybody is putting in their best to make sure if you want to gain promotion, if you want to stay on top, you put in your best at this point in time. If you want to win the league, you know what to do. I have a kind of plastic pretty on top with 53 points. They're about 4 points clear of Warri Wolves. That Warri Wolves currently plays second with 49 points. Enyimba third, Dolphin fourth, Abia fifth, and Giwa sixth. However, games we will play today, week 32 will take place today. Aqua United will play host to Abia Warriors. Gombe will take on Enyimba. Bayelsa will take on Warri Wolves. Sharks will take on Kano Pillars. Kaduna will play host to El Academy, and Crown FC will take on Giwa FC. Other fixtures, we'll see FC Taraba take on Dolphins. Dolphin, Eltland will take on Sunshine Stars. Nasarawa United will play host to Nembe City. Lobi will take on Enugu Rangers.
Oh, well, I think for me, the game of the week or the weekend has got to be Gombe Enyimba. I'd like that we see a photo finish. So I'm hoping and willing Enyimba will win, even though they haven't done that this season. They've had 8 defeats out of 15 away games, and that's not good enough. So they've got to improve on their travel. They're placed third. They are 5 points adrift Kano Pillars. So if they get that away win against struggling Gombe United, they close the gap on Kano Pillars. That's assuming that Pillars themselves don't get to win away from home against Sharks.
Yep. And like you did say, Enyimba, they're currently placed third. they need to put everything right. They need to do everything right. But they're not fantastic on the road, like he has pointed out. Going into these last games, you need to throw the kitchen sink if possible.
You mentioned it, and he mentioned it as well. Enyimba is not fantastic when it comes to road travels, and that's exactly where they have to actually improve. Unlike their counterpart Kano Pillars, who has actually won one game away, that's massive 3 points at Taraba, and then they've drawn about 6 games on the road. 8 games. That's brilliant, you know, for a team that has intention of actually winning. Enyimba relies on
won 14 on the road. They won 14 at home. They've drawn 2 on home.
14 points, you mean they've picked on the road. But for Enyimba, they rely essentially on their form at home. And, you know, apart from Abia Warriors, you know, it's hard for any team to pick points, you know, at Abatanshi Stadium. And here they go again to Gombe United. You would expect that if they intend to close the gap on Kano Pillars, they would need to get results. Kano Pillars on their own travel to Sharks, which is a favorable hunting ground for Kano Pillars. I mean, in the last 4 seasons, last 3 seasons, Kano Pillars haven't lost at the Liberation Stadium in Port Harcourt. They picked 2 draws, successive draws back to back. So Kano Pillars will be smarting from that, hoping that they can pick a draw in Port Harcourt. As it stands, Kano Pillars will definitely see the finish line.
Now my point is nobody's talking about Warri Wolves. Warri Wolves get to play today as well.
They are away by Elsa.
And they have a decent away record. I mean, I must confess.
But
they play against the Bayelsa side that have actually lost 3 points. I mean, 3 games.
My major problem with Warri Wolves is that their top striker, Bola Onsalami, on 15 goals, is away. And, you know, where would the goals come from? I mean, he's been responsible for about 38 to 40% of their goals this season. So they struggle. On the other hand, Bayelsa United's top scorer is present, Peter Ibimobiwe, also on about 13, 14 goals. And right now, it just bodes well. Osaguna on 14 goals, Umfaudon scored a brace in midweek on 14 goals too. So 14, 15 goals. This is the best Nigerian football has seen in a long while.
In a long while. Are you going to predict Kano Pillars will run away with the league?
Oh, well, I'd hate to see that happen. By running away, I mean win, maybe with games to spare or something, though it's not looking like it will happen. Like I said earlier, I'd like to see this go down to the wire so that, you know, the excitement is there. There's a reason for us to, you know, keep checking the results, keep following the games till the very, very last one.
Okay, well, I say thank you. That's it. Just the games that will take place in the MPFA. What you saw is Kano Pillars occupy top spot. Like I said earlier, Warri Wolves are second. We have Enyimba in third spot. The games will take place today with 32 fixtures, and we have 6 more games till the end of the season. I don't see it going on a break whatsoever like the NNL are currently doing. The NNL is on break. If you don't know why they're not playing their games, they are trying to address a lot of issues, talking about the NNL, and in a couple of days' time, we'll probably get when they'll tell us when the NNL will resume. Well, going straight to talk about the Nations Cup qualifiers, this will be our focus for the better part of the program in this segment. We're going to take you through the scorelines of the games that were played. On your screen now, you will see the games that were played, the results of the games played in Group A. We saw Sudan defeat Nigeria by a lone goal. Congo lost 0-2 to South Africa's 2-2 in Group A. Group B, we saw Ethiopia play 0-2 with Mali. Malawi lost 0-2 to Algeria in Group B. Group C, we saw Gabon play 2-0 with Burkina Faso. Group D was DR Congo losing 1-2 to Cote d'Ivoire, and Sierra Leone playing 0-0 with Cameroon. In Group D, in Group E, I beg your pardon, we saw Guinea play 1-1 with Ghana, and Uganda lost 0-1 to Togo. Group F was Niger take on Zambia, it ended 0-0. Mozambique defeated Cape Verde 2-0. That's it. Now these are 6 groups. 2 top teams will qualify from each group. The best loser will be the 13th, and they will join Morocco, the host team. Our focus today will be Group A. That's where the Super Eagles currently are placed. I mean, bottom of the table, just in case you didn't know it, we need to show you the log standing. Congo topped that group. The South Africa actually topped that group with 7 points. Congo is second with 6. Sudan has 3 points, and Nigeria bottom of the table with a point. Let me start with you, Bada.
It's surprising. I mean, the shockwaves are, you know, coursing through the entire world of football. Even, you know, followers of the African game outside of this continent are shocked to the marrows that Nigeria is struggling so badly in this sort of group. No disrespect to Congo and Sudan, but if we're pitted against countries like Ghana, you know, Cameroon, and we had this sort of results, you could probably put it in perspective and say, okay, we're playing against very decent opposition. But against Congo and Sudan, I mean, this is the least that Nigerians would have expected, but it has happened. We shot ourselves in the foot by playing that horrible, horrible game. against Congo, putting ourselves under tremendous pressure, needing to get a result against South Africa. It didn't quite go well. And on hindsight, I have a feeling that the South Africans will look back at that game and feel like they should have won it.
Yep.
And on the evidence of play, I would admit that they were the better team on that day. And then yesterday, just when we thought that redemption was going to start, we thought this 6-pointer against Sudan, the 2 games, was not negotiable. Yeah, we had to get the maximum points. And then what did we do? We went into that game yesterday against Sudan. First 15 minutes, I thought we shared possession. I thought we created the better chances. The Sudanese couldn't get out of their house. And what did we do? Late in the first half, we went to sleep. The 2 central defenders went AWOL, and then criminally, Echejile was tucked in, afforded the right winger, the Sudanese right winger, all the time in the world to pick a perfect cross. And what did we see in the center of Nigerian defense? 2 Sudanese attackers unchallenged.
If the first guy, this is ridiculous.
If the goal scorer had missed the goal, the guy behind him would have tucked it in, because the closest Nigerian player to the 2 of them was actually Ife Ambrose, who's the right back.
And he went with his leg.
And Obabuna were completely cut out of position, and it wasn't exactly a counter-attack. If it was that the Nigerian move broke down and they countered very swiftly, and that happened, you can understand.
Now, but I'm going to ask this question. Now, with the way you've analyzed this situation right now, it's obvious that something technically or tactically wasn't right. I mean, you conceded a goal in the first half. I don't think the Sudanese did anything in the second half to actually keep the Super Eagles at bay. But
we just didn't qualify anything.
The link play between the midfield, that's the point. The link play between the midfield and the strikers was just not evident.